It's the Daily Doug.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Daily Doug. Thanks for being with me today. My friends, you have found me on a Friday. We have made it to the end of yet another week, and I have a Masterpiece Friday episode for you today. I really enjoy doing these longer videos on Friday, mainly because it's Friday and it's the start of the weekend, so we're letting loose a little bit. But the music is really great. We call it Masterpiece for a reason, friends. Normally, we're going through an album like a side at a time. We do that quite often on Fridays. We will often do a reaction to a longer piece, like a big prog epic that requires a little bit more of our time and attention. We've done that on Fridays. We also will take a deep dive into a specific song that has become sort of a classic that gets interpreted by other folks and becomes very important in the culture. And that's what we're up to today. Our friend Margaret has sent in to me Burning Down the House by Talking Heads. And I am eager to get to this one today. Of course, I've heard it over the years. And when I think about what it is, and I think about what I remember of it, I really only remember the main riff. Just them saying, burning down the house. That's about all that I remember of it. So I'm eager to dive in and see what else it has in this song and to see what Margaret has sent in for me here. And actually, Margaret has provided a read in for us, so I'm going to read a bit of it. She says that this track is the first single from their 1983 album, Speaking in Tongues, and remains their best performing single in North America, hitting number 9 on the Billboard Hot 100. It also is featured in their landmark concert film, Stop Making Sense, of the following year. That song arose from an impromptu jam session that began after the Talking Heads drummer Chris Frantz had attended a Parliament Funkadelic concert at Madison Square Garden. And then he and bassist Tina Weymouth were working out the bones of the song while Frantz kept repeating the Funkadelic audience chant, "Burn Down the House." And then the rest of the lyrics just evolved from there, with David Byrne picking up and choosing from his long list of random phrases. And then she says two phrases that did not make the cut were "I'm still under construction" and "Foam Rubber USA." Burning down the house, foam rubber USA. I guess that works, right? But luckily, that did not make the cut. This song, she says, has been subsequently covered by many artists, such as the band Paramore, John Legend, Dave Matthews Band, the venerable Welsh vocalist Tom Jones, with the Swedish band The Cardigans. I think I've heard that one, but it's been a long, long time. And then she says, but none, in my humble and unbiased opinion, could top the incendiary treatment by the great Bonnie Raitt on her live album and accompanying concert film Road Tested. So here's what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to react to the original song, Burning Down the House, by Talking Heads. And then I'm going to take Margaret's suggestion and see what Bonnie Raitt has done with this. We are kindred spirits, Margaret and I. We've become friends, and we both love Bonnie Raitt. And this is a song from Bonnie that I have not heard yet. So I'm really eager to hear and be reminded of the original, and then we'll get into Bonnie's cover, which I am, especially with what Margaret has said here, I'm really eager to hear. So, as we get a little bit more into this here, the lyrics obviously came after the music was created. They had this idea, they got this idea from Parliament Funkadelic of all places. The rhythm section is working out some music, and then the lead singer comes in and he's just fitting in words rhythmically to see what fits. And so I was looking into this to see if they're just strings of words or if he really is trying to say something with these lyrics. And one thing that I did find was that David Byrne has said that this is not a song about committing arson. Okay? Don't do it, friends. Don't actually burn down your house. Bad thing, okay? Rather, it's a metaphor for wanting to break free from a situation or an environment that makes you feel trapped or limited or restricted. And so, in the end, I think it's an encouragement to metaphorically fight fire with fire and seek that rebirth of spirit that we desire. And I'm ready, y'all. Let's get to it. So for this reaction, I am making use of the studio track from the album Speaking in Tongues. We've got David Byrne on vocals and guitars and synths. Jerry Harrison is on keyboards and backing vocals. Tino Weymouth is on bass and backing vocals. Chris Frantz is on drums and backing vocals. And they are joined by Wally Badereau on synths and Steve Scales on extra percussion. This is the studio track, the lead single and the lead track off of this album from Talking Heads. It's Burning Down the House. And it goes like this. Here we go. Bum, 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 bum. Pretty. Fades in. There it goes. Bana, bana. Bana, bana. Bana, bana. Bana. So that's a G. Dun, 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 down to F, subtonic. What is that chord? That is an interesting color. A little more synths here in the chorus. Fighting fire with fire. Right? Major chords. Could be open, but I think they've got the major in there. G to F. That goes to an A. I'll figure it out. It's mainly just those two chords, tonic and subtonic. It's got a great groove to it. It feels like funk, especially with knowing that the drummer got the idea from a Parliament Funkadelic tune. Nice open sound. And it sounds like real drums instead of a drum machine. I've heard lots of drum machines from this era of the 80s. Just the two chords. That one chord's gonna bug me. It's chromatic somehow. And it's just going to fade out. They could solo over that for as long as they wanted to. It's just an open groove. Really, a Mixolydian mode, just open groove. How did they do that? All right, I got to figure this out. Bum, bum, right? Right? It's just a G to G, then down to F. Ya something that he says, right? And then down the house. I hear an A in both of those chords. Is it a major 2 chord? No, that's a minor 2 chord. That's it. Oh, weird. Okay, I think. Bum bum. That, burning down the house. It's an A chord to an F chord, and I think it's A's in both of those chords. If I do it down here, burning down the house. A major to F. A major is major 2 to G, and then F is flat 7 to G. All major chords. I think that's what they did. Burning down the house. That's a funky move, y'all. It reeks of whole tone scale usage, but just parallel movement. I've got a root position chord here. I'm going to move it by a whole step and do a root position chord down on F. I'm going to go back to G, and guess what? I'm going to do another root position major chord a major step higher. If the lyrics are on wanting to break free, right? You could be just in your home on G and you want to break free with the whole step this way and it doesn't let you do it. And you want to break free with the whole step this way and it doesn't let you do it. And you're just stuck. And the only thing left to do is metaphorically fight fire with fire. Maybe. That was fun, though, y'all. However, Margaret has said that I need to hear this version by Bonnie Raitt. So I am also, as Margaret is, a fan of Bonnie Raitt. Megan and I have heard her music over the years. We've seen her in concert. It's been a lot of years since I've seen her in concert, but we've been to one of her shows. And I'm familiar with a lot of her music, but I had no idea that she had covered this song. Well, Margaret has helped out. Not only did she send in this recommendation, but she sent me the CD that it's from, this live concert, road tested. And not to be outdone, she also sent, a little bit later, the DVD of it. And come to find out, Burning Down the House is towards the end of the show, and it doesn't appear on any of her other recordings. It's not on any of her studio cuts. And this performance, which was performed at the Paramount Theater in Oakland, California in July of 1995, was her very first live album. And so she's got a special live cut on here that I have not heard yet, and Margaret has alerted me to it, so we're going to get to it. Bonnie, of course, is on vocals. She's also on guitar. She's got Glenn Clark on keyboards and vocals, Mark Jordan on keyboards and vocals, Benmont Tench on Hammond, the Hammond organ, George Marinelli is on guitar, James Hutchison is on bass and vocals, Ricky Fattar is on drums, and Deborah Dobkin is on percussion and vocals. I want to know what Bonnie does with this, y'all, because that last one was kind of like a new wave song in a funk setting to me. And new wave and funk are not normally what I describe Bonnie Raitt's music as, right? So I want to see what happens here. This is Bonnie Raitt from her DVD, from her live performance here. This is Burning Down the House and Bonnie Raitt's cover. Here we go. Okay. They went a step higher. Half step. So they're up a half step, G sharp. Hear that raised fourth? That's where I'm getting that major 2 chord. This is groovy. Less new wavy, more bluesy. I'm grooving on it, man. Slide. Break out the slide guitar. Bonnie's playing it great. I gotta play along. A little harder in sharps. That's it! Another guitar solo. Take it, Bonnie. You see her capo there at the end, which gets her up into this slightly higher key. I'm sure just for ease of singing. It's a very simple song. 3 chords, to be exact. They're an odd 3 chords, but there's just 3 chords. And it's just a straightforward groove in 4, so you can move it. You can move it into different styles if you want to. She didn't have to change any of the chord structure, any of the melody, or anything. I feel good too, Bonnie. That was great. All right. You don't have to do anything to it. You just have to apply your own sensibility to it. And it moves from this new wave style that the Talking Heads had to a bluesy rock and roll style that Bonnie Raitt has. And the song works just fine. How about that? A true masterpiece, y'all. It can happen and be interpreted in a variety of ways and still have that weight and that groove to it and make you want to get up and dance a little bit. Wonderful. Wonderful. You know, we could keep going. And like Margaret said, there's a Tom Jones cover of this. I don't think I've heard that since. If I'm thinking of the right one, it's been a long time since that cover was done. I think I've heard snippets of the Dave Matthews Band doing this. It's a relatively easy song to cover as well, right? You only have to learn 3 chords and just have some fun with it, you know? So I get why this has been covered by so many folks. You get to put your own stamp on it. It's almost like a bare bones song that allows you, that just gives you the schematic, right? And you get to fill in the different types of sounds and grooves that you put over the top of it, and it becomes your own. as you do. But back in the day, it was the Talking Heads that came up with this, and their iconic version of it stays with us. Even I have heard that one, y'all. It was great to be reminded of it for sure, but I really did enjoy the Bonnie Raitt version as well. Let me know what you think about this one. Are there other songs from Talking Heads? We haven't done a whole lot of their songs here on the channel. Would you like more of them? I'm relatively new to this band and I haven't heard any of their albums yet, very few of their actual songs. So let me know if you're interested in them and you would like me to, and where you would like me to go next with Talking Heads. And if you want some more Bonnie Raitt, you let me know. I am happy to oblige. I love Bonnie Raitt. She is one of our great musicians, especially in rock and roll and blues, and I have a lot of respect for her, as I do for David Byrne and Talking Heads. I just know Bonnie's music more than I know David's and the Talking Heads music. So it's great to do these videos and to learn about these and put them together and continue on the trek of discovering all this music that over the years I have neglected and just not taking the time to get to know and enjoy. Well, another song down, and I think I'm better for it. This has been some some great times, and we've done good Lord. I think that I can wrap this up. It's Friday, and I'm out of coffee, so I'm going to start drinking something else, y'all. So, on that note, this has been Burning Down the House from Talking Heads with the cover from Bonnie Raitt. Thanks for hanging out with me this week. That is all for me this week. I've got a lot more coming up next week. But for now, thank you for being with me. We'll see you next time on another edition of The Daily Doug.
It's the Daily Doug. Welcome to the Daily Doug. The Daily